So here's the FHFA Home Price Index dating back to 1990. Yeah, prices on homes have gotten just a little bit out of hand, don't you think? It's not as bad as you think. See, the blue line is just raw prices. So of course, everything looks horrible there and everything is going up. But that purple line takes inflation into consideration. So it's more the accurate higher price that we're actually paying for homes today. But here's the point. It's a lot higher, isn't it? I mean, understand this. The actual price index is sitting at 190 right now. You got that? 190. It doesn't matter what that means. It's just 190. Okay, back in 1990, that purple index was sitting at 100. So the home price index, with inflation considered, was 100, is now 190, meaning the index basically doubled over the past 33 years. When we look at the blue line, the nominal index, it's sitting at a whopping 395. With the same starting index at 100, the nominal home pricing index, which is what that is 400 times higher than it was in 1990. Now, slice this and dice this how you may, housing has just simply gotten out of control. Now, this is just values, people. Back in 1990, the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage was about 9.5%. It's higher than it is now, but not much higher. But you see, the values were effectively half of what they are now. As a result, in most markets, buyers are riding the sideline pine bench waiting for rates to drop or values to come up, which isn't doing anybody good in mortgages or lending right now. But I gotta tell you, it is your fault. It is your fault. But here's what we do about it. Use these graphs to prove your point. It's just that simple. Now is the time to buy a home. Why? Well, now is always the time to buy a home. Why? Because as these rather desperately depressing valued graphs show, property values, well, they always go up in spite of rates, in spite of the economy, in spite of recession, in spite of time. When it comes to investing, real estate, my friends, reigns king of the damn jungle. The second point, and we've talked about this before, but it bears repeating, if you buy today, it is going to be the most expensive that house is ever going to cost you. Provided you're being responsible, you will refi to a lower rate. Inflation will in fact go up. And when either of these or both happen, your payment will stay the same and everything else is going to go down, including your principal balance. Period. Now, we like graphs, don't we? So here's a graph to further convince you of home values since the mid-1970s. Values look like the side of Mount Vesuvius. A graded and persistent climb in one direction. The one direction only is up. Here's the point. If expectant buyers really understood this, I mean really freaking understood this, they'd buy today and they'd be smart to do just that. You guys have to understand here, your primary job above all else as a realtor or as a lender, tops, is to persuade, to let people know the reality of values right now and where they've always been. But right now, right this minute is the most important. When things seem the hardest, when prices are the highest, not when it's easy, but when it is decidedly difficult, which is now more than ever. This is what true professionals are doing right now. So the question is, guys, what are you doing? Hey guys, we have TJ's tips on Tuesdays to help you out with your marketing, and they're absolutely fantastic. We're running a day late, but we want to make sure that you get TJ's tip because this can affect your business in the right direction. Check this out, only 90 seconds, and I promise you won't regret it. Here we go.
Have you been trying to use ChatGPT to create your social media posts and it just keeps spitting out the same boring ideas? Give me 90 seconds, I'll show you the exact prompt and how we utilize it to create 30 days of unique and engaging content, all in less than 3 minutes. I'm TJ Barker from Mortgage Loan Officer Network and Loan Officer Leads Academy, and this is your
Wednesday
tip. All right, so the key to effectively utilizing ChatGPT to create your 30 days of content is going to be your prompts. Now, most people want to use a prompt along the lines of, give me 30 days of content ideas for my mortgage business. But in order to really create effective content that's going to help you build a brand and engage with your audience, you're going to need a better prompt than that. Now, here's an example of what we use at MLOnet and Loan Officer Leads Academy, actually highlighted in yellow what you'll want to update when utilizing this prompt. The key to effectively using this, though, is the following. Step 1, you're going to need to identify your target audience. In my case, it's first-time home buyers. Step 2, you're going to determine your content ideas and key topics. In this prompt, I've identified 5 key topics I want to focus on across 6 categories to give me that 30 days of content. And finally, we're just going to go ahead and cut and paste this thing into ChatGPT and let it get to work. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what it comes up with. All right, so here we go. So we went ahead, we posted this in, took a couple minutes for this to create. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and copy all 30 of my ideas. I'm going to save them on a Google Drive, and then I'm going to hit regenerate response. I want to come up with a whole new set of ideas. And then I want to go through those, and I want to figure out the ones that best suit my personality and what I want. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you want a copy of this prompt to utilize for yourself, just go to prompt.mlonetwork.com loacceleration.com, and you can request that. Next week, I want to show you how to go ahead and actually create the individual posts for each one of these ideas.
Hey, listen, guys, the interest-only loans of today are responsible, but more importantly, they are badass at fighting inflation, the dreaded inflation that we're all seeing today. There's a lot to understand about the nuances of the IO option on these loans. If you want to as a realtor lender, you owe it to yourself and your clients to learn more about them. My friends at Oaktree are here to train you up. All you have to do is fill out this information. One of their account reps will call you up, and they'll go through IO loans, and, well, then you'll be the expert. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, guys, do me a favor. Sharing is caring. Remember that. It helps us bring this to you and everybody else. Later, skaters, and make sure you watch out for Joanna's video later on today.